Hello. Okay, today we're going to go through Sec 2E mid-year revision checklist over here, checklist part 2. Right, let me just start with the first few pages. The worksheet over here, the questions are slightly a little bit more difficult, need more thinking and explanation. So I'll try to go through them in the key important parts in detail. Okay, I may not be able to do half of the pages, so I'll do as much as possible within the time frame given to me. Okay, let's begin with the first one over here. We are looking at factors and multiples, this type of question. Now, last session, we already mentioned something about definition. How do you explain why this number is a perfect square? Please do not write the explanation that it can be square rooted, therefore it is it's a perfect square. So it doesn't work this way, okay? You have to explain using prime factors. All right, so to explain using your prime factors, first we need to express 28 and 63 as a product of its prime factors. So like you can see this one over here, okay, I express them in terms of its prime factor. 28 is 4 times 7, 2 square times 7. Then 3 square is 63 is 9 times 7, so 3 square times 7. Combining these two, right, 2 square and 3 square, we have 7 and 7. 7 times 7 will become 7 square. So hence, all the powers of its prime factors are, so if we want it to be a perfect square, all the powers of the prime factors are supposed to be what?
Even numbers.
Okay, give me a minute, Let's see what I can. Sorry, Brian, again, can you give me the answer again? Is it Brian? I think who was someone who gave me the answer? Or is it Wenjin? Can somebody give me?
Even numbers.
Even numbers. Okay, so if it's a perfect square, even number, or a multiple of 2. But what happens if it's a perfect cube? Can it be an odd number?
Multiple of 3.
Yes, multiple of 3. So there's no flexibility, okay? So I will still write multiple of 2, or what you can understand, even number, multiple of 2. Okay, or multiple of 3. Okay, so that there's a flexibility in remembering the phrasing. So even if it's a perfect cube, you can still change this one to be multiple of 3. Okay, so therefore this is a perfect square. Okay, if you are okay with this question and finish writing already, you give me a thumbs up, then I continue to part B. Okay, one person give me. All right, next one, the number 28 times k is a perfect cube. Perfect cube, perfect cube. So the multiple, the power are multiple of 3. Powers are multiple of 3. As what we have revised the last session, 28 times k, the power must increase. If I have division, then the power will decrease. So in this case, I need to multiply some factors such that this one, the power increase to become a perfect cube. That means I multiply by a number 2, so that it become a 2 cube. And then this one is 7 to the power of 1. So I need to multiply by 7 square so that it becomes 7 cube. So my number for the king, 2 times 49. Let me calculate.
98.
Sorry again. 98, thank you. Count sheet, is it? Thank you. Okay, so this one is 98. So this one very standard question. Okay, sometimes the teacher or whichever can add on a little bit more. They can say, example, I add on already. Let's say find the smallest such that cube root 28 is an integer. Okay, so for this type of question, the question can come in a slightly different phrasing. So when you say find the smallest k such that 28 times k cube root is an integer. So what does this mean? If the question wants you that if you cube root something and it becomes an integer, it means this portion over here, they want this part to be a perfect cube. Okay, so the answer is still K is 98, but they express the question in a different form, in a different manner. So for those of you who are not used to doing such kind of question, please write down the additional example, another way of phrasing of the question. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you are done writing, then I'll move on to the next question. Okay, one person. The rest okay? Okay, can. Should have been done also. Okay, then I'll go on to the next part of the question. Next question over here. Express 784 as a product of its prime factors. This one don't need me to teach you, right? You should know how to do prime factorization. Okay, now they say that M and M are both prime numbers. Take note, this is one of the key sentences over here. Both of them are prime numbers. All right, so if both of them are prime numbers, or what are we going to do? They say find the values of M and N, so that 784 times M divided by N is a perfect cube, right? So I'll replace 784 with the prime factors. I want to make this a perfect cube. There are many different versions of answers that I can try to obtain. So for example, if I want a perfect cube, it means my power must be multiple of 3, right? So I can make this 2 to the power of 3, 7, 3. Does it go this way? Can, right? Or maybe I can make this to the power 2 to the power of 6, make 7 disappear. Okay, because I need to divide by something. So one power need to increase. Okay, so this one multiplication, one power increase, one of the power decrease the power, right? So power increase power, decrease power. But the keyword over here is both of them, M and M, are prime numbers. So some of the students may end up with this option, 2 to the power of 4, right? If I want to make this become 2 to the power of 4, then my number over here has to be 2 to the power of 2, so that 4 plus 2 will become 2 to the power of 6. But when you have a number that looks like that, 2 squared, this is not a prime number. Okay, so in this case, this number doesn't work. Or let's say you want to get rid totally of 7 squared. So I divide by 7 squared. Again, this number 7 squared, 7 times 7, 49, it is not a prime number. So these two answers doesn't work. So the simpler answer directly will be, I'm going to increase the power for 7 squared. I multiply by 1 more 7 to the power of 1, which is just 7 only. Note that this is a prime number, so it becomes 7 cubed. And then I divide this one over here. I reduce the power, divide it by 2, which is also a prime number, and make it become 2 cubed. So in this case, this answer doesn't work, 2 cubed and 7 cubed. But usually most of you during exam, you'll be able to come up with the 2 cubed and the 7 cubed. You'll look at it directly because you usually don't move more than 1 power. Okay, so this question, please take note. The order is very important, right? If I put 2 on top, it will become 2 to the power of 5, 7 below become times 7, then it's not a perfect cube anymore. Right? Other types of question may be tricky, that they may have 2 possible answers, but the keyword still lies in they want this answer to be a prime number. So you still ultimately decide according to using the prime number. Okay, right? This question, thinking question, right? Next question. Express 450 as a product of its prime factors. I am assuming you already know how to change 450 to its prime factors already. So 2 times 3 squared times 5 squared. Okay, no problem. Now find 2 numbers. Keyword over here. Both are smaller than 100. Okay, Both are small. And we have lowest common multiple, LCM, highest common factor, 50. For basic, we always start with the highest common factor. Highest common factor means both the number have that factor. So both number, first number and the second number have the factors 3 and 5, right? So 3 times 5, 3 times 5. And it may have some extra factors, may have different powers, okay? And then next one, I have the factor 2. I'm considering my LCM now. I have a factor 2. So I must put my 2 somewhere, right, to start off with. So I should put it with the first number. Okay, word of caution, both numbers smaller than 100, always check. 2 times 3 times 5 is 30. Oh, I still can add a little bit more power to it. Okay, next one, I have next power 3 square. Okay, both of them are 3. I need to change one of them to become 3 square. Can you tell me which one you want to make it become 3 square? Do you want the first number or do you want the second number to become 3 square? Anyone? Sorry, again, you want the first or the second to become 3 square?
Second.
Second one, huh? Okay, now I'll make the second one 3 square. So since I want a 3 square, so I'll make a second one 3 square. Check 3 square, 9 times 5. This number is 45. I haven't exceeded my number, right? Still both within 100. Okay, what happens if this is not 3 square? Let me check. If I put my 3 square over here, 2 times 3 square times 5, this number becomes 90. Okay, it still works, huh? Oh, still can work, okay? So not sure whether what is it. So since we said already this one 3 square, we should try to keep this. Next one, let's try the other number. I need a 5 square. So probably I can't, can I put my 5 square here? 3 square times 5 square. Oh, that one exceed already. It give me 225. Okay, so in this case, cannot put the 5 square here. I have to put my 5 square over here. Let me try and put my 5 square here. And then I check. 2 times 3 times 5 square. That gives me, this one is 150. So it means this case doesn't work. Next
Put
one.
the 3 square on the first one, then the 5 square on the second one.
Yes, so we must be more flexible, right? So we try already, this one doesn't work. So this one doesn't work. We are going to change this now to this one to be 3 square. Let's check. 2 times 3 square times 5 gives me the number 90. It didn't exceed. Then I put my 5 square over here. 3 times 5 square, that gives me 75. Didn't exceed. Okay, then now correct, both of them have a number smaller than 100. So my first number is 90 and second number is 75. The numbers are 90 and 75. Okay, so for this kind of question in exam, you need to do a little bit of thinking. All right, it's a thinking question. So you take a look. Okay. Do you need me to explain it again? Okay, if you're okay, give me a thumbs up, then I continue. Okay, can. Next thinking question. A number has exactly 8 factors. So all the factors are 8 and 20. List all the factors of this number. So I need to list down all the factors. So that means the number must contain 8 and 20, right? And then got 8 factors. So I draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Okay, what are the factors of 8? Anyone? Maybe I'll call Junze. What are the factors of 8?
4, 2.
4, 2 only?
8 and 1.
Yeah, correct. So I shall begin. Then next one, what are the factors of 20? Brian. Do you think he's
1, 2, and 5, and 4.
1, 2, 5, 4. Any more? Still got some more. 220 can be divided by
10.
10. And then of course
And
can be divided
20.
by, yes,
And
correct.
20.
Yeah, correct. So I should write all this down. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20. Alamak, still got one more factor. What is this factor? What is
40.
this? Yes, Kaushik.
40.
How do you get 40? How do you get 40? How do you know it's 40?
40
can-
divided by 2.
40 by 2. The number can be divided by 8, can also be divided by 20. Therefore, this number must be an LCM, at least an LCM of 8 and 20. So the LCM of 8 and 20 will be 40, like what Kaushik mentioned. Okay, so in exam, when you think of the last factor, you can think of the LCM. Okay, okay for this question? Okay, then I continue with the next question. Okay, can. Okay, next page. I got no time to write everything, so I shall chop. Okay, in Singapore, Army pays, okay, this page is all on the basic financial transactions, things that you should know. So in Singapore, 1 liter of diesel costs $1.65. How do you spell diesel? Okay, never mind. I think I spelled wrongly. D-I-S-E. To know what's the correct spelling. Okay, but in Hawaii, she paid so much US dollar for 1 gallon. How much is 1 gallon? For this kind of question, they will give you the units for exchange. The basic ones like 1 dozen, you need to know is 12 lah. Okay, basic ones are cubic meter, centimeter, that one you need to know. Okay, but the other more like hectares, gallons, or whichever, this one usually they'll give you the conversion. So I'm going to change 1 gallon into a 3.785 liters, right? And I need to compare, I want to compare whether is it cheaper or not. So I'll compare everything in terms of either USD, if not Sing dollar. So I shall compare everything in Sing dollar. So 1 Sing dollar is, 1 USD is 1.242 Sing dollar. So I just multiply by 1.242. That gives me 5.56416 SGD, but we need to find 1 liter costs how much, so that is easy for comparison. Okay, so I'm going to divide this number by 3.785, and it gives me 1.470000. Okay, so it's about this price. So which cost is cheaper? This one there, so of course it's cheaper in Hawaii. Okay, I don't know whether my spelling for diesel is correct, so y'all better check out. Okay, simple straightforward question. Next one, a field has area of 1,400 meters square. The average of 60 dandelion plants on each square meter. So 1 square meter has 60. Okay, so 1,400, 1,400 times 60 will give you this amount of plants, right? But 1 plant, each plant has 20 flowers. So I count the number of flowers, I multiply by another 20. I got this amount of flowers. Now they say all these plants produce 200 million. Million got how many zero? Times 10 to the power of how many? How many zeros?
6.
6, correct. So it's times 10 to power 6, you'll get 6 zeros. Okay, produced by, then they say seeds each flower. So you are taking seeds per flower. So you are taking the total number of seeds, which is 200 million, divided by the total number of flowers. Okay, then you get your answer. Hey, everyone calculate faster than me.
1190.
Okay, thank you. 119.1190 or 119.0?
I think 1190, right?
1190 200.
0.04.
Point 0, right? 0.0, right? No, 190, right? Yeah, right, the correct decimal place, 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 168, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 199.0. So average, I'll write this as a whole number, 6 per flower. Okay? Easy, yeah, straightforward. Okay, let's continue. Next question. This one, higher purchase, right? The cash price of a TV is 3,499. She buy this, Sue buy this TV on higher purchase. Higher purchase meaning I'm not buying it directly using cash terms. Okay, I pay something like a deposit, a down payment, and after that I may need to pay installment or even interest or whichever about it, right? So let's take a look at this. The cash price is this much. She paid a deposit. Okay, so the cash price is 3,499. Deposit will be 1/5 of 3,499, and that give you how much money is this? Is it correct? Right, deposit. Okay, then she made a 24 monthly payment. Oh, this one easy. It's total installment. They didn't ask you to count interest. In end of year exam, maybe the teacher might ask you to count interest and then find the installment instead. All right, so this is a more straightforward question. So I have 24 times 130 and give me 3,120. So my total, what am I going to do for the total? Is the total just 3,120? Ew, what my hair's on the scene. Hi, is my total just 3,000, or what do I need to do to find the total? Such a simple question. Nobody answer me. So sad, man.
Plus 699.8.
Thank you. That sounds like trivial, right? Okay. So this is the answer. Okay, this is a simple question. In exam, they may ask you to calculate interest. So just a recall for formula. Simple interest formula. You all remember what simple interest formula? I equals to PRT over 100. Principal times interest rate times the number of time period. Okay, in case you cannot remember, this one for your revision. Okay, next one. MRT, a train. So I have a train. How to draw train? Okay, train. Okay, passes through a tunnel. So I have a tunnel. Okay. Right, passes through a tunnel. The tunnel itself is 4.8 kilometers long. Okay, but the train itself, oh my tunnel looks a bit too short. My train looks a bit too big. Okay, I make my train smaller. Okay, my train is 220 meters. Notice the units over here are different. So we might need to have a change of the units. In this case, since this one is kilometer per hour and they want meter per second, so I shall change everything to meter. 1 kilometer is how many meters? Maybe I call Ahu. Yes.
1,000.
Thank you. So I times 1,4800 meters. Okay, so this vehicle need to travel so much, right? And then they ask me find the average speed of train and change this into meters per second. 31 kilometer per hour. 31 kilometer. So times 1,000, change to meters. Hours, 1 hour has 60 minutes, 60 seconds. So I have 31 divided by 3606. Okay, my answer is not a nice number. I'm not going to leave it in terms of 360. I'm going to use fraction for exact value as accurate as possible. All right. Okay, calculate the time taken for the train to pass completely through the tunnel. So you notice this is your tunnel over here. Then if my train starts to travel, right, by the time it is inside the tunnel over here, by the time it travels 4,800 meters, right, it is still inside my tunnel. I need to pass completely outside the tunnel through. So I need to add another 220 meters. Okay, so my total distance is actually 4800 plus the 220 meters. Okay, that gives me 5020 meters, right? Then see, give your answer in minutes and seconds to the nearest second. So I need to take this distance, 5020 time taken. Remember to write description now. Divide by my original answer. I'm not going to use 360. I'm going to use as exact as possible. 8 and 8. What is this? 11 over 18. Okay, my answer over here, it gives me 582.967. How to change this to? This is seconds, right? So if I round this off to the nearest second, question, will I round up or round down? If I round down, can I complete the distance? No, right? So I need to round it up. But anyway, this is 0.9 lah, so it's also quite obvious that you need to round up. But during exam, sometimes the number can give you 0.1, 0.2. But you must realize if I round down, I may not be able to complete that distance. So I'll use 583 seconds. Then how do I change this to minute? So if this is in seconds, I divide by 60. So 583 divided by 60. My calculator answer gives me 9 minutes. And then 9.716. You mean 9 minutes 72 seconds? Cannot, right? So that is not 9 minutes and 72 seconds. So what I do, I minus away my 9 minutes. I have my remaining 43 over 60 of a second. I times 60. Okay, not 40, 43. Okay, I minus away my 9 minutes. So the decimal is 0.716 something, something, something. That number itself times 60. That will give you 43 seconds. So the final answer will be 9 minutes 43 seconds. Alternatively, when you press 583 divide by 60, you get your answer already. You press this button on your calculator. This is the time button. It can give you the actual answer in minutes and seconds. So if not, you can try this, okay, for your calculation, easy calculation during examination. You can use this button over here, the time button. Okay, can? If you're okay with this question, then I'll go on to the next question already. Give me a thumbs up. Hey, nobody. Oh, one. Okay. Can the rest okay? I'm gonna go on to next question, next page. Okay, next one. The original value of a cash price, and then every year it decreases, blah, blah. Okay, this kind of question you need to read very carefully. Does the base value stays the same or does the base value changes? Okay, so when the base value stays the same, maybe you can calculate by a certain percentage. But if every year the base value changes, then the question is not that simple anymore. All right, so take a look. The original value of the cash price of a car, of its cash price is 78500. By each year, the value of the car decreases. So year 0, year 1, it decreases by 10% at the start of value. So originally 100% decreased by 10%. I'm left with 90% of 78500. That gives me 70650. Okay, this amount. But by year 2, I'm dropping a 10%, but it's the value of this new value. The base value has changed. right? The base, oops, sorry. The base value have changed. All right, so the base value have changed times 90 over 100 again, and I get a new number, 63585. Again, year 3, I dropped by another 10%. I left with 90% again, but again, this value is the new value because it says the value at the start of the year. Okay, so this value now times 90 over 100, that gives me 5,007.50. This one, not 5,000, 57,000. I think so. Okay, but this one over here, there is actually a shortcut. All right, you notice I'm always multiplying by 90% over, multiplying by 90%, multiplying by 90%. So this is actually called a compounded effect. So what I can do is I can take 78500 times 90 over 100, but it repeated 3 times, means this is to the power of 3. Okay, so if you take 78500 times 90 over 100 to the power of 3. Wait, let me put my brackets. And I get my answer, same answer. So I also get this value. Okay, calculate the overall percentage reduction. So I must find reduced by how much first, right? So the reduction will be, I take my original value minus my current new value. Okay. And that gives me 1273.50. They want the percentage reduction, percentage. Okay, so I take this reduction over my original. Okay, you must remember this is over your original value, right? So what is the original value, which is 78500 times 100%, right? Divide by 78500 times 100%, and that gives me a 27.1% answer. Have you gotten the answer? Just curious, who got this question correct? Good. Okay, good. All right, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, means y'all never get tricked. Y'all do step by step, huh? Good. Okay, next one. David's car uses fuel at an average rate of 6.7 liters per 100 kilometer driven. So he drove so much kilometer. So I should put my 100 kilometer in front since they gave me the kilometer. Uses 6.7 liter. So in 2015, he drives so much. Okay, so how much will I use? I'll take 196 divided by 100 times 6.7. Anyone can give me the answer? How many liter? Anyone can give me the answer? You're faster than me, right? Anyone did the answer already?
1315.143.
How?
1315.143.
Thank you. Liters. Okay. Then after that, he paid $2.42. So I take this one times $2.42. Don't forget our amount paid. Description, must write description. Our end of year exam, the teacher will minus marks if possible. Okay, they will, if you don't write your presentation and they don't understand, or they find you're working very messy, answers all over the place, you have to write down your description. Okay, if not, your teacher may not give you the marks. Okay, the total distance driven in 2015 is more than in the distance traveled in 2014. Which one comes first? Which one comes first? 2014 comes first, right? So remember the other time we were doing another question revision checklist one about percentages. Always take note of the time period. Okay, this one is 35% more than that in 2014. So the 2014 actually has is the original. So this one is my 100%. This one now is 35% more, so it's 135%. The distance, 19629 kilometer over here. This one is 135%. 135% represent 19629 kilometer. So 100% will give you, anyone got the answer?
14540.
Thank you. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I saw them.
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
most of them.
Then if you're okay, then we'll go on to the next question. This one is a common trick. This one many people fall into the trap during end of year exams, right? So please take note. Next part, next question. This one is a mixture of financial transactions together with algebra. Okay, so it has a logical understanding, but the working is pretty much the same. You just take it as a certain number of units. So now they tell you X grams costs 99 cents. Okay, find an expression for the number of grams of cheese that can be bought for $Y. Oh, I should have done it the other way around. Wait, give me a minute. Let me rewrite this. They gave me $Y. So I'll put 99 cent cost X gram. Slightly easier, okay, for visualization. But now since they want the unit to be in dollars, so $1, how many cents?
100.
Yes, 100 cents cost you how much? So same working. 100 divided by 99 times X. This X, should it be in the numerator or should it be in the denominator?
Denominator.
Denominator, are you sure?
Numerator.
Numerator, yes, this one is in the numerator, okay? So this is actually 100x over 99 gram, okay? And they now, so this one already become $1 already, right? So now they want $Y. So from $1 become $Y, what do? We multiply by Y, right? So 100x over 99, I multiply by Y. Again, this Y should be in the numerator or denominator.
Numerator.
Yes, numerator, huh? So this is actually Y over 100. So that gives me 100x Y over 99. Okay, no difficulty, so doable, okay? I'm asking an additional question. What happens if they don't want gram? They say in kg. Then what am I going to do? If they want it in kg. Now take this whole thing. How to change gram to kg?
Divide by 1000.
Divide by 1000, right? So when it's divided by 1000, actually dividing by 1000 means I'm changing it to multiply by 1 over 1000, right? Then this 1000 will go into the denominator, right? So this one will become 100xy over 99,000. Is there anything I can simplify? Suddenly no expression. The 100 and this one can simplify, right? So this one, if they want it in kg, it will become xy over 990 kg. Okay. Not that every year the questions will stay the same type. Okay, so sometimes they can give you grams, sometimes they give you money, dollars, sometimes they give you kg or whichever. So you must know how to do all kinds of the question. Right, so this is just an extension of one part of the question. If you want, you can write it down. Okay, huh? Okay, I'm going to continue the next part. Okay, Rashid has a rope of P meters. He cut into two parts in the ratio. Okay, before we begin with this question, let's do a very simple example. So let's say Rashid has a total of 10 meters. And then he cut into two parts ratio where X is bigger than Y. So 3 in the ratio 3:2. For example, okay, how would you start off? How many number of units represent 10 meters? Huh? This question, primary school question, nobody answered me. Hello? If I want to start with this, how many units represent 10 meters? Oi! For example, I have 10 meters of rope. I cut into the ratio X:Y with 3:2. How would I start off the question?
Divide by 5.
Yeah, 5 unit. I divide by 5, correct. 5 unit represent 10 meters, correct. Then I divide by 5 or whatever number of units, right? So if this is a numerical, but now I change it to P meters in the ratio X:Y. What should I start off with? How did we get 5 in the first place just now? What is the number of units?
5.
XY.
XY? Really? It's XY? Is it XY means X times Y? Was it 3 times 2 or 3 plus 2?
X plus Y.
Yeah, so it should be X plus Y. Number of units represent P meters. Okay, to find 1 unit, they want the difference in the length. Let me find 1 unit first. 1 unit will represent how much? How do we get 1 unit here? I take 10, or do I do? I divide by, just now Shabelle said divide by 5, right? So now if I want unit, I take P divided by,
That's why.
yes, thank you. 1 unit represent P divided by X plus Y meters. Now find an expression in terms of X and Y for the difference. So difference meaning which one minus which one? X minus Y or Y minus X? Which one is bigger?
X minus Y.
Yes, thank you. So the difference over here is actually X minus Y, right? So now I want X minus Y number of units. So if let's say here I wanted 3 unit, for example, So I take this, wherever this value, I times 3, right? So now I want X minus Y unit. I take whatever that this value is, P over X plus Y, I multiply by the expression.
X.
Yeah, yes, Chevelle. Correct, right? Okay, very good. But now this X minus Y, is this in the numerator or denominator? Is it numerator or denominator?
Numerator.
Yes. Okay, it's in the numerator. So then I will write this expression as P bracket X minus Y over X plus Y. The denominator, you don't add bracket also can, you add bracket also can. Is there a need for me to expand? No need, huh? If let's say I expand wrongly, then they may minus my marks, okay? So I just be safe, do whatever that's necessary, can read it. So this one's the answer. Anyone need me to explain this question again? If you need me to explain this question again, give me a cross, then I repeat. Okay, then give me a thumbs up, then go on to the next question. Now it's almost 10:48. Yeah, good. Okay, we do one more page, then we take a quick break. All right. Inequality is this one revision from last revision checklist one, something similar. We can do cross multiplication if and only if we multiply by the new denominator. Only the denominator moves. All right. So technically,
Oh, teacher, are we skipping page 4?
did I skip page 4? No, like this one is page 4, right? This one is page 4.
I got another page 4.
Oh, which you find whether got this page or not? Is
There
it
is
the
this page, but then it's
five.
very behind.
Oh,
Page 5.
position of the page changes with it's like a different page, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, can y'all turn to this page then? I don't have my hard copy. I mean, maybe when I print, then something got stuck or is in the wrong position. Y'all take a look. Can y'all find this page? You can find this page, then I continue.
Oh, yes, got.
Yes,
This one is
next
page
page.
5.
Oh, this one is page 5. Then what's the original page 4? Anyone take a picture and show me what's page 4? What's the page 4?
Is the Mara going for holiday to Japan?
Holiday to Japan? Who? I also want to go holiday to Japan.
I also want. I never went to Japan before.
Is it? Wait, how come I don't have the question? Somebody go holiday on Japan. Oh, then one page need to do. Oh, should I send you already? Let me see. Oh, I don't have this page on my soft copy. Okay lah. Then this one I don't do first. I will try to find this page and then we make up for it another day. All right. Oh, somebody left. How come? What happened? Okay. It looks like I can't go Japan. Okay, let me continue. So you're able to find this one on page 5. So probably I might have missed one page when I was photocopying or when I was changing into soft copy. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna cross multiply this. So the effect of the cross multiplication with the denominator is actually to get rid of the denominator. So I'm like multiplying by the LCM on both sides, right? So I shall cross multiply over here. Remember, only the denominator moves, right? And then your inequality sign will have no change, will stay the same. So this one will be 5 bracket 2 minus x on the right hand side. Then 3 will go over to the left hand side. Right, then we get 3x plus 12 and 10 minus 5x. Right, we'll work it just like it's an equation. Right, so we try to put all the x on one side, 3x, and I'll shift this is minus 5. Yes, yes, become plus, right? 5x. Then this is 10. Then this one is plus 12. Come over here, become minus 12. Right? So in this case, I get 8x and negative 2x. I'll simplify the fraction. All right, just a word of caution, something to remember. If let's say you get negative 2x greater than equals to 6, for example, if I want to divide by, when I divide by a negative number, I must remember to change my inequality sign. Then this one will become negative 3. Okay, if okay, if you divide by negative number, negative inequality, negative sign, inequality sign, change direction. Okay, so for me, usually I will try to put x on my left hand side. Okay, or if not, I'll try to keep my x positive as much as possible. All right. Okay, so this one shouldn't be difficult. Just a reminder along the way. Do you remember how to draw a number line for this? Right. If you want to draw a number line for this, you need the number negative 1/4 that's down here. Like I always check. Okay, recall where is 0? 0 will be bigger than -4, right? 0 will be somewhere here. Okay, therefore, the number over at this side here will be -1. I want greater than or equal to, there's an equal sign over here. This is going to be a solid circle, greater than. So if the question asks you, state the smallest possible integer that satisfies this inequality, my answer will have to be 0, not -1. Okay, the trick, usually the teacher will try to treat you for that. Okay, wait, are you able to see my screen? Yes, okay, correct. Okay, next part, find the values of x that satisfy these and these. Now got two, like two conditions that I must satisfy. So let us analyze both the condition. So if I were to represent the solution on the number line, okay, I need to think through what are the conditions that I have. So the first condition is -10, 7 minus 2x. As usual, I try to make x positive or make x on my left-hand side as my subject. So I'll bring my x over here. So this one become positive 2x. I'm doing addition and subtraction now. I'm not doing division. So notice my inequality sign did not change. Right? So this is -10 become plus 10. 7 plus 10, 17. 17 divided by 2, 8 and 8.5, 8.5. X is smaller than or equal to 8.5. Second condition, -2x smaller than -6. Then remember, just now we say we want to divide by negative number, right? I'm going to divide by -2 this time round. The inequality sign will change. So this is x, and this one, -6 divided by -2, x is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so how am I going to find this solution? They say find the values of x. Now, this drawing that I'm drawing on my number line is actually my rough working for, it's not the final solution. Okay, it's for interpretation and understanding. Firstly, we have two numbers, two conditions. One is 3, the other one is 8.5. So I roughly, okay, no, not drawn to scale. Right. But first we say this one is less than equal to. Anyone can tell me, is this empty circle or solid circle? Maybe at a
Solid.
Yes, thank you very much. Solid circle. X smaller than. Okay, oops, my line not straight. A solid circle. It means I can include the number 8.5, right? Then next one, x greater than 3, empty or solid circle?
Empty circle.
Thank you. Kaushik. Okay. Then now I've drawn x greater than 3. Where is the portion that satisfy both the inequality? Where's the portion that overlap? That is in between which region?
The middle.
In the middle, right? So in the middle. So in that case, you can see this is the middle region. So that means the values of the x. Now I'm going on to the solution already. How to read the solution from here? It means my x is between the number 3 and 8.5, 8.5, right? But how do I put in my inequality sign? The x, the region over here are all the numbers that are larger than 3, greater than 3, my inequality sign, the mouth will face which number? 6 or 3. Which one will be the larger one? The x is larger or the 3 is larger?
X.
Yes, so this direction. Do I put an equal sign?
No.
Why not?
Because it's only greater than, not greater than or equal to.
It's because this one is the empty circle, it's only a empty, greater than, not greater than or equal to 2. Then what about the other side? 8.5.
Lesser than or equal to.
And or equal to. Why? Because this one is a solid circle and all the numbers over here, this region X are all smaller than this. So first part, I have my answer in my answer blank is this. Okay. Secondly, represent your solution on the number line in my answer blank. How am I going to represent this solution using one number line only? Right, the one that I've just drawn down here, my rough working, this actually comprises of two inequality, okay, two inequality solutions. But now I'm going to represent only one, so I'm going to combine this. This one will be a empty circle all the way until 8.5, a solid circle. Okay, so somebody went off. You have to understand that these two answers, they represent the same thing, but they are different. Okay, this is the combined answer. So it's compiled together, the two of them, the two inequality lines squashed and then put together as one number line. Okay, so this should be the final answer. Okay, right? In exam, this working over here may or may not be necessary. If you look at the two inequality and you're able to give me this answer over here directly, please go ahead. Then you draw your number line over here directly, please go ahead. So this portion over here is actually our mental process, mental thinking. It's not compulsory. All right, those who have understood this question can give me a thumbs up. Then I continue to the next question. Now time 11. Do you want to take a break? Okay, we take a 2 minutes break. Is that okay? A quick break. Okay. I see you in around 2 minutes. Zoom recording. Hi, welcome back. All of you back. So we finish our coffee break. Okay. All right, let's continue with the next question. Triangles, polygons, and parallel lines. So the last revision checklist one, I have put down on the paper itself a series of all the different formulas that you need to know for polygons and parallel lines. Okay, so I'm not going to repeat that portion again. So please refer to revision checklist one. Okay, the diagram shows a hexagon. Hexagon. How many sides are there in a hexagon? Hexa. No answer. There are yes, who says 6? Okay, Wenjun, huh? Okay, thank you very much. So hexagon is 6-sided. Okay, then let me recall a little bit. Pentagon. Maybe I'll try. Pentagon, how many sides? Pentagon.
5.
Yeah. Octagon, Chevelle.
8.
Yes. Then 7-sided is called what? Anyone can tell me 7-sided is how many? What quadrant?
Octagon.
Octagon is 8-sided. Somebody said answer just now. Kaushik, is it? Kaushik?
Heptagon.
Yes. Heptagon. Heptagon. Okay. So these are. Then what is a foregon? 4-sided figure.
Square.
4-sided figure. 4-sided figure.
Quadrilateral.
Quadrilateral.
Square.
But yes, what is a regular 4-sided figure?
Square.
Yes, well done. Okay, so the keyword regular actually means all the sides have the same length. All right. So in this case, the question says all the sides have the same length also. So this is actually a regular. They just say it's yeah. Okay, all the sides have the same length. And then they tell you, the three of the interior angles is 96. Although they have the same length, but in this case, it may not be a regular hexagon. They only tell you at the same size because the interior angles appear to be a bit different. Okay, so what do we need to do now in this case? First, we know that there are 6 sides. We want to find the total interior sum of interior angles. Okay. right? Sum of interior angles, should write sum. Anyone remember what's the formula? Something times 180.
N minus 2.
Thank you very much. N minus 2 times 180. So in this case, there are 6 of them, 6-sided. 6 minus 2 times 180. 4 times 180. 720 degrees. So I have 3 of them, 96. So 720 minus 96 times 3. That gives me 432. Then I take this, divide by the remaining 3 of them, 144. So each angle over here is 144. 144. Then I want to find x. So x equals to 360 minus 144. Anyone know the reason? Anyone know the reason? How I take 360 minus 144? Cannot be like angles at all.
Angles of a polygon.
No, not angles at a polygon. Angles at a you cool.
Angles at a point.
Angles at a point. Okay. So just to recall, in case if the question says explain or write down all reasons clearly, then you better make sure you write. So I just make it a habit during revision. We will try and write as much as possible. Okay. Next question over here. The diagram shows a part of a regular polygon. So regular polygons means all the sides are equal, and not only that, all the angles will be equal. So just now you notice this one over here only says all the sides have the same length, but they did not tell you it's a regular polygon. Okay, so but this one says it's a regular polygon. 15 sides, so n is equals to 15. Right, then you have so much. They say show your working means you need to write your reasons. Okay, write your reasoning. Find the angle XCD. So firstly, if I know that they are all equal or whichever, this 2 angle over here, I can find this angle, and then I can find this small one over here because it's an exterior angle. It'll be angles on a straight line. But firstly, I must find how to find BCD. Anyone remember the formula for finding one interior angle, BCD? Just now somebody gave the formula, sum of the interior angle is m minus 2 times 180. What happens if I only want to find one of them?
Divide by n?
Yes, divide by n. So my n now is 15, so it'll be 15 minus 2 times 180. You divide it by the number of sides of 15, right? My answer 156 degree. This angle is 156. This one got no reasoning one. But what is the reasoning to find angle XCD? Well, how do you find angle at C? Cannot be done. How you do? Come on, tell me. Anyone?
360 divided by 15.
Oh, you're finding the exterior angle straight away. Oh, that's a shortcut. So clever. I didn't think of the shortcut. Why did I do the long cut? Oh yeah, so stupid. Okay, sorry. I'll do your method later, okay, Kaushik? Very good. But now I found this one to be 156. What is the exterior angle? 180 minus 156. Why did I do the long way, man? Okay, 24 degrees. This one is angles on a straight line. Okay, no space to write. Straight line. Okay, angles on a straight line. But Kaushik just gave me the shortcut for this whole answer. I shouldn't even have done this, man. Okay, let me write down the shortcut. Okay, so for the shortcut, the exterior angle, we directly did angle XCD is 360. Total exterior angle is 360 minus divided by the number of sides, 15. And he got the answer 24 degrees. Let's check. Yep, correct, same answer. So clever. Okay, now let's move on to the next part of the question. How do we find CXD? Technically, I know that this is a regular polygon. So both the exterior angle, this is 24. This is also going to be 24. That makes this an isosceles triangle as well. So in order to find angle CXD, I just need to take 180 minus 2 of 24. Okay, and that gives me 132. What is the reason?
Angle sum of a triangle.
Yes, thank you very much. So angle sum of a triangle. Next part, explain. Explain why XB is equals to XE. What is XB made up of? To you, it's like, sure, obviously it's going to be it's the same, right? But what is XB made up of? How do you show that they are equal? What is XB made up of?
Yeah, two equal sides.
Two equal sides.
One long base.
Can you give me the labeling? Which one plus which one? You say two equal sides.
XB equals to X. Wait, no.
Yes, X something. Two equal sides, right? Which are the two sides?
XB equals to XE.
C. No, XB is made out of which two portions? You said made out of two portions, right? Where are the two portions?
XC and then
XC plus
XD.
XB, no? XC plus
CB.
yes. And I know XC is supposed to be equals to XB
DE.
XC, this portion, right? XC is equals to
XD.
Yes, correct. DX or XD. Why? Why is that so? Because this is an isosceles triangle. Plus C to B is actually equal to
DE.
yes. Okay, y'all need to learn this in Sec 3, okay, or congruency and similarity, y'all need to prove it. So the writing of the proof is very important. DE, this is, why is it DE? Because this is a regular polygon. And therefore, this is equals XD plus DE will be equal to XE. So this is not explanation in terms of words. This is explanation in terms of a mathematical representation. And you need to show the reasoning, what you understand from which part of it and why they are equal. Okay, I think you need some time to understand this portion and please write it. Right? Yeah. 考试 don't sing song already. Alright, then those who've done writing and give me a thumbs up, then I continue next part. Okay, okay, now find angle BEF. BEF is simple already. I already know the interior angle. The whole interior angle is 156, right? And I know the this one over here, this line is 24, this one is 24 degrees. So when you cut across the regular polygon, right, these two lines will be parallel lines. So this angle is naturally also 24 degrees, right? By corresponding angle. Yes, Kaushik, you want
That's
to?
so smart.
You can mute yourself. That is not what. Okay, so when you have a regular, what are the property of regular polygon? If you cut across the sides, right, in a different, in the same way, in the same manner, you have parallel lines, right? So in this case, this one is definitely 24 degrees, right? And then you can find angle BEF to be 156 minus 24 degrees. 132 degrees. Okay. Right, this one got not much reason. If I want to write, then maybe I'll add corresponding angles on parallel lines. Okay. All right, done. Then I'm going to continue to the next question. Can? Okay, I go to next question. Okay, next page. Page 5. Okay, this one. You notice this paper is slightly harder. A lot of thinking question, and they link not only just one topic. So for exam, please don't study individual topics on their own. The topics can be mixed and matched or connected with each other. So you cannot only just study one, you have to study all the topics that are linked together. Right? So using this information, write down two equations, right? The first one, anyone can form an equation for me in the first diagram. Maybe I'll call Jiwei.
Yes.
How can I link all the three angles together?
2y plus x plus 80 equal 180.
Thank you very much. 2y plus x plus 80 gives you 180. From here, I simplify one equation. Personally, I prefer x in front. So x plus 2y, this one go over there, become 100. Equation number 1. Okay, what is my second equation? Maybe I'll call Ring. Rin, are you still there? Rin! Rin got no response. Oh, Jithang. Oh, your mic broken. Okay, then never mind. Then I'll call Jithang. Jithang,
What?
how to form the equation from my second diagram? The how what means you're not paying attention. It's just now, is it? Only I call you, then you pay attention. That's so sad.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the equation? The all four angles add up to give you how much?
180.
Huh? Jithang. Ah,
What thing?
yeah, all the
360. They add up to 360.
okay. Jihao, you owe me one question. Are you paying attention? Okay, x
Yes.
plus 3y equals to how much then? You calculate. X plus 3y equals to how much? Are you looking for a calculator only now? Now you look for a calculator.
Wait, who?
Yeah, like you. X plus 3y equals to how
131.
much? Okay.
131.
Okay, now we got the two equations. Solve the simultaneous equation. They never restrict what method that I want to use. So for me, I just simply do a subtraction. Oh, I'll do the other way around. I'll do equation 2 minus equation 1, okay? Same sign for the variable that I want to get rid of. So I'm doing a subtraction. So I'm left with y equals to 31. Okay, then after I find my value of x, so x plus 2 times 31 equals to 100. 38 degrees. Okay, they want just the word value, so no need units. So x equals to 38, y equals to 21. Okay, done. Can I? All right, next question. Who got this correct? Those who get this correct, give me a tick. One person. Ring got correct. Okay. Chenshin got correct. Okay, good. Jin also got correct. Okay, then the rest, no response. Don't know. Okay, next question. Okay, this question over here, please look very carefully. Which are the lines that they tell you is parallel? Did they tell you that AF is parallel to BD? Read, open. Can you assume that? Open your eyes and see. Can you assume that AF is parallel to BD? Okay, y'all give me your reaction lah. Those who say yes can assume, you put tick. Those who say cannot assume, you put cross. Correct. Yeah, cannot assume, right? It is not stated, it's not given. In fact, for this question, they ask you at the back, is it parallel or not? Okay, so you have to show true. Okay, so in this case, you have to find other kind of angles. They did give you other pair of parallel lines. They gave you BC is parallel to FD, right? So I know this is 56. Immediately, I know by alternate angles on parallel lines, this is also 56. Next thing, they are parallel lines. I know that this is 44. So immediately by corresponding angles, this is also 44 degrees. So there are a certain number of things that we must recognize, okay? So we cannot assume too much, overly assume. Okay. Then next one, they tell me AB is parallel to DC, but I'm not going to assume any information because they never give me alternate angles straight away. So I'll maybe do some calculations later. First angle, find angle BCD. Answer straightforward, 44 degrees. What's the reasoning? Corresponding angles on parallel lines. Okay, next one, angle ABD. How am I going to calculate angle ABD? Anyone? No response. How to calculate angle ABD? What can I use? Maybe I can use this one over here, letter U. Anyone remember letter U is what property? All the angles here will add up to 180, right? Anyone remember what property name this is?
Interior angles
On, interior angles on.
parallel lines.
Yes, thank you. 180 minus 46 minus 44. That gives me the angle 80 degree. Now I know that this is 80 degree. Then I know AB is parallel to BC, right? So I also know that this is 80 degree. Alternate angles, huh? Okay. Then next question, find angle AFD. Can I assume that they are parallel lines and I also use interior angle? No, right? We cannot assume that they are parallel lines, right? So the only acceptable method in here will be taking AF to find AFD, right? I take 360 minus away all the other angle. Okay. No interior angle, no nothing at all, because they never tell me that it is a pair of parallel lines. And this is 123. Right. What is the reason I need to write? Angle sum of
Quadrilateral.
yes. Angle sum of quadrilateral. Okay. Then now this angle is 123 degrees. So using your reasoning, whether is AF parallel to BD or not. If AF is really parallel to BD, then very simple, very straightforward. This angle over here must add up to 180 based on interior angles of polygon. But do they add up to 180? No, right? They don't add up to 180. Okay, in fact, they have more than 180 already. So how are we going to write this expression? Because AF is not parallel because the angle FAB plus ABD is equals to 101 plus 80, which gives you 181 degrees. How do I write not equal to 180? How do I write not equal to 180?
Equals to, then you put equals and then one slash.
Yes, not equals to 180 by, oh, Brian got disconnected.
Interior angle by
On
a parallel line.
And now in this case, they want you to explain and show the reasoning. So you cannot write shortcut anymore. You have to write the full formula. Low power by interior angles on parallel lines. So therefore, AF is not parallel to BD. I may have to end my remedial slightly a little bit earlier because I never bring the charger for this iPad. Okay, if not, then let me take a look. Oh, algebra at the back. Algebra, and algebra. Okay, and then draw graph. Okay, is it okay that I end my lesson here today? I think I'm more than happy, right? 11:30. Because my battery is running out. I never bring my cable. Yeah, and next part is algebra, slightly different topic. I don't want to continue, so I shall end my lesson here for today.
Okay.
Maybe I have one more session again next time, okay? Bye, I'll see you. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.